You throw a baseball as high into the air as you can. The initial vertical velocity is 50 feet per second, and the initial height is 3 feet. How long until the baseball hits the ground? So this question is asking how long until the baseball hits the ground, and that means the height equals 0. So that means h of t equals 0. And here's a formula. The height as a function of t is negative 16 times the time squared plus v0t plus h0. Now v0 is the initial vertical velocity, and h0 is the initial height. So I can go ahead and fill in those values in the function because they're given in the problem. H of t equals negative 16t squared plus v0 is the initial vertical velocity, and that's right here, 50 feet per second, so plus 50t, and then plus h0 is the initial height. Initial height is 3 feet plus 3. Okay, so now we want to know when the height is 0 or when h of t equals 0. So 0 equals negative 16t squared plus 50t plus 3. I have a quadratic equation here. I'm going to have to use a quadratic formula to solve it. So it's going to be negative 50 plus or minus the square root of 50 squared minus 4 times negative 16 times 3 all over 2 times negative 16 for a. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start simplifying. Negative 50 plus or minus the square root of 50 times 50 is 2,500. And then 4 times 16 is 64. And then times 3, let's see, it's 192, so plus 192, because negative times negative is positive. Then divided by 2 times negative 16, which is negative 32. So that's going to be negative 50 plus or minus the square root of 2,500 plus 192 is 2692. It's going to be all over negative 32. Now I'll move back up top here to finish the work. Actually, I'm going to split it into 2 parts now. Negative 50 plus radical of 2692 all over negative 32. And then negative 50 minus square root of 2692 divided by negative 32. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the calculator. So I'm going to do negative 50 and then plus the square root of 2692 and then enter. So the numerator is 1.88 and then divided by negative 32. Negative 0.058, so negative 0.06, let's say. And then let's do the other part now. Negative 50 minus square root of 2692, enter, divided by negative 32 equals 3.183, or 3.18. Now let's look at these answers. It says how long until the baseball hits the ground? Well, a negative answer, you can't have a negative time. So the only answer that makes sense is this one right here, and it's 3.18 seconds. So we could enter 3.18, or we could round it to 3.2 seconds. Either one of these should be fine.